Hello again, great southern land, the people of, and the people of the world. I just thought I'd do another video because I left something out of my last one. It's come to my attention, it's been brought to my attention that certain people are, speaking about me behind my back, about things that I've introduced to the Ark Sanctuary, be it a constitution and an oath. Now, the first thing I want to say is that every single person, every man and woman, is the king and the queen of their own domain. Every man and woman out there is the king and queen of their own kingdom, being their house, their home, their land, where their domicile. Yep, you are the king and or queen of your domain. Now, I have no right to come into your domain and tell you, into your home, and tell you you're not the king or you're not the queen and you're going to follow my rules now. I have no right to do that because that is a wrong, right? That is infringing upon your rights and your natural rights as the king and queen of your domain. So when people come to the Ark, which is by title my domain, right? I don't own the land. No one owns any of the land. We all belong to it. But that being said, we are the kings and the queens of our own domain in the sense that how we run it. Now, in that everyone is the king and queen and the sovereign of their own domain, I too am the sovereign of the Ark Sanctuary, of the Terra Australis within the United Kingdom of Space. I am the king of this because I created it, or through me it was created, for the people, as a place of sanctuary, and that's how it is. So I don't come into anyone else's place and tell them they are not the king and the queen of their domain, because they are the king and queen of their domain. And no one comes into my space and tells me I am not the king of my domain, because I am the king of my domain, and in my domain, that's how it is. So, and some people don't want to hear that, but, they also don't want me to come into their place and tell them that they're not. So, karma is a beautiful thing. Natural law is a beautiful thing. And those who attempt to destroy the sanctity and the sovereignty of the individual person, the sovereign people, being you, the people, they will have their own karmic flow-ons. So it's not an issue. And everyone has free will to do what they're going to do. And most people will do what they do believing it's right. Whether it is or not is not for me to decide. That's for them in future times to come to the realization of whether it was wrong or right. So, hi again, Marina. Hello, Sarah. I just wanted to do a video on that. And I do not swear allegiance to any foreigner, any foreign person, because that would be in breach of the first commandment of the 10 Commandments. So any, holy man, neither can do that also. Again, I'll talk about the oath to the Ark Sanctuary is not an oath to me. It is not an oath to any person. It is an oath to all people and the land, and the terrain that it is on. It is an oath to the idea and the laws as put together by the people, for the best interests of the people. And the laws are not there to restrict your rights. They are there to enforce and uphold your rights, not to tell you what you can and can't do. Obviously, there's going to be things like not being able to litter, because when you litter, that becomes someone else's problem, and that destroys the terrain. It litters, it destroys the environment. So you're infringing on other people's rights simply by destroying the environment. So there will be laws in place to stop you infringing on other people's rights. But as far as the laws go, they are there to protect the rights, to give everyone equal right to do whatever it is that they feel they need to do, so long as they're not taking away the rights of anyone else. And that is what an oath should be. It's not swearing an oath to any other man or woman or whatever it is, because it's in violation of number 1 of the 10 Commandments. And we all know that that's not right. Yeah. Why should we surrender our sovereignty to anybody else just because other people have? And other people have a right to do that, you know? But I'm just doing the video because of the messages and screenshots that people have sent to me about certain individuals, Simon in particular, who's just blocked me because I confronted him about things he said about me to other people, whilst pretending to be my friend to my face. But obviously he heard something secondhand from somebody else and decided that he didn't like that, so he would oust me and berate me to other people. Instead of confronting me and speaking to me about it personally, which I also have tried to call and contact, but, there's no sense and reason in people with no sense and reason, so there's no point in even trying, especially when those people block you. They say what they want to say and they block you because they can't deal with the truth of the situation, nor do they want to get to the bottom of the facts of the situation. They just want to cause disharmony. And some people say they want to make love and they want to bring light and peace, but they don't want to do that. Their actions and what they're saying and doing is contrary to what they're saying. Their actions are contrary to what they're saying. So we just need to be mindful of who it is that we listen to and what we believe. When people are telling you that you must believe this, it's my way or the highway, and that you must believe this without any proof or without any evidence, just believe it and that's it. Well, that's like the religion, right? That's a religion. It's a belief. It's not real, and that's what it is. So anyway, as it was before, the disruptions, as it was before, the Ark is always available to anybody who requires sanctuary from what is going on, and it always will be, and that's how it is. And I will continue doing what I'm doing because that is what I feel to be right and what I feel to be best, and what I feel is my mission and my purpose. And if that doesn't align with other people's ideals and beliefs, well, that's just fine. They don't need to be a part of that. And that's how it is. But the most important thing to remember is that we are all the king and queen of our own domain. We are all the sovereign people, all of us. But together, it doesn't matter what oaths we've sworn or who's sworn what and who's sworn this. We are all human beings. We all come under the same banner of peace and truth, right? And anyone who doesn't come under that banner, well, they can have their own banner. But we as human beings, we come under the banner of truth and peace. It doesn't matter what flag we fly. It doesn't matter what oath we swear. If we can recognize the fact that we are all human beings and that we are all in this together, literally, and that everyone out there, majority of people are under attack by what is going on. And if we can, instead of dividing through those oaths and those flags and that, if we can bring them all together under one banner, under one banner for the purposes of the present moment, which is truth and peace and life and prosperity for all. If we can come together and bring those flags and those oaths and those people together and all those different beliefs, then we have strength in numbers. But as long as we are divided by the appearance of a flag or the words of an oath, then we will remain divided and conquered. It's that simple. So we all come together under the banner of peace and life and justice and truth and prosperity for our future generations. We all come together under that. And then when it's time, we can go back to our individual beliefs and ideals and religions and laws and whatever it may be. As long as we're not telling and dictating to people that they must do it this way and they must do it that way, otherwise, you don't deserve. You're nothing really. That's what people are saying. If you don't do it, anyone telling you that if you don't do it their way, then you deserve whatever it is, then you know, they're just reflecting what's internal in them. They are reflecting their level of understanding of what's going on. And that's it, you know. So it does sadden me, the division that's taking place, especially with grown men who listen to other men or women, but instead of going directly to the source and having a speak, you know, they come up with their own ideals and create something in their mind that may or may not exist. But I find it interesting because the same person who I'm talking about, I've also read the oath to him, so he understands that it's not to any individual. But yeah, with regard to me being a king of the Ark Sanctuary, I am the king of the Ark Sanctuary of Terra Australis within the United Kingdom of Space, because through me it was created and came into life. Yeah. And that's how it is. And anyone out there has the right to do exactly the same thing in any place, wherever they like. Anybody out there has the right to do exactly the same thing, and they will be the king of their domain, as they are now in their own home. Yeah. So it's really simple. Yeah, we respect others' rights and they respect ours. And we don't, you know, I don't go out there and tell people they can't sign up to that or they can't swear to that. Everyone has their own free will and fully, you know, respect it as such. It's when people come and tell you that you can't do certain things that it becomes an issue. When they try and impart their ways and oaths upon other people, you know, that it becomes an issue. So again, it's a free will universe. You are all the sovereign people. You are all the kings and queens of your own domain. One moment. I was going to turn off the... But yeah, again, just continue what you're doing. Continue sharing the truth. Continue shining your light, because it is having an effect and it is making a change. And the more resistance that comes up against that means that it is having more of an effect. So anyway, Annabelle, thank you, Annabelle. That's nice to hear. And you know, some people do get jealous. Some people just literally get jealous. And that's, you know, that's for them to deal with. That's not my issue. You know, and some people will get jealous of you because of what you do, and they will try and stop you doing what you do because they don't have the courage or the initiative or the information or the knowledge to do it themselves. So they will try and bring you down to their own level, yeah, or up, depending on what way it is. And we had some great experiences together, some very powerful, highly energetic experiences. But that doesn't take away my sovereignty. That doesn't take away who I am and what I'm here to do. And that's just the way it is. So anyway, as long as we all respect each other and each other's right to be the sovereign people that we are, and the kings and queens of our own domains, which we are, then there'll be no issue. And that's what it's all about. That is what the law is all about, is respecting each other's rights to be the kings and queens of our domain and our sovereign people, to respect our sovereignty as human beings and our human rights. And that's what it's all about. It's really simple. So I just wanted to clear that up again and put that out there. So thanks for watching, and look forward to meeting some of you again soon and seeing some of you again soon. And it's not for everybody, you know, out here, and it's not for everybody in there. So each to their own. But all I can do is offer, and that's all I can do. I can't do any more than that. Is just offer and have a space ready for people, and that's all I can do. And that's what I will continue to do. So thanks again for watching, and please share, and have a great weekend.